Jalen, what a comeback, a lot of memorable moments in this ball game. What are you going to take away from a victory like today?
Man, regardless, it's always good to get a win. It's always good to get a win. And if that doesn't show you what type of team we are, I don't know what does. Now, we completely did that to ourselves in the first half. Completely. I mean, absolutely completely did that to ourselves. And that's something we gotta fix. It's as simple as that. It's unacceptable.
It's like you guys said later for this, whatever happened in that first half, forget about it, let's go and show who we are.
We play so many styles of football where in that first half, we got to get out of this playing not to lose. We got to come out aggressive and play our game. You saw our game in the second half.
What about Big Boy with the block and chugging down the field?
I knew he was going to block it. I knew he was going to block it. I just knew he was going to block it. That's just a great effort, man. Great effort by everybody. It was frustrating. It was challenging, but it was gritty. And everybody got together and made plays when we needed to. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But we will fix the things that we need to fix.
I believe you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me talk my shit again. What it do? This is the Talk My Shit Again podcast. I am your humbly and hostile host, Cassius Cliff. Apologies for not dropping an episode leading up to the Eagles and Rams game. Had some personal shit come up, but we move on to the recap of the most improbable, unimaginable comeback by our Eagles with a 33-26 victory against the Los Angeles Rams, a team that we have full ownership over at this point. Not only is Jalen Hurts 4-0 against Matthew Stafford, against Sean McVay, I believe he's 1-6 against us. I think he's won one game in his entire coaching career against the Eagles. We own them bumps. And to be real, I love what Jalen Hurts said. I love the way he carries himself. And I love the way he acted on the sideline. Because this is not a disgruntled player. This is not a player that's not how to control himself. This guy is stoic, poised, and 99% of the time says the exact perfect thing to say when the camera's in front of him, even on the sideline. This is a coach's kid. And what he is doing, not only is he being a leader of men on the sideline, he's taking full ownership of the offense, which he's the leader of. And that's what real great players do. You don't sit around and wait for your offensive coordinator to blow this shit up and essentially all the blame to be put on you as the quarterback. You see the error of what's happening, and you go check your OC. Whether it's a true check-in or not in terms of telling them, yo, tighten the fuck up. But ultimately, he said, from what I can see, because I'm not a lip reader, yo, get this shit together and open up this playbook. We are killing ourselves. He said it in that opening clip. We're killing ourselves. We put ourselves in this position, and ultimately, it's unacceptable. The standard is the standard, and it's way above what we've been putting out there, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But when it comes to that phenomenal comeback, being down 19 points, it wouldn't be possible without the help of the defense. Yes, it looked a little shaky in the beginning, but our best players and guys that we expect to step up absolutely did that, and I couldn't be more proud because when it comes to the defense, look no further than our best players. A guy like Zach Vaughn, who I think has been a phenomenal addition coming back to his team. He didn't make a lot of plays in that game, but a huge play early on with that interception. I mean, that allowed us to put points on the board early in this game. Our only 7 points and our only points of the entirety of the first half. Thank you, Zach Vaughn, because without a play like that, who knows how this game would have went, and who knows how long it would have took us to score. But even a guy like Jalen Carter, who's still working to get back in football shape, dealing possibly with an injury on, I'm not sure which arm or what wrist, but he's clearly not 100% healthy, still making impact plays on his defense, keeping our hopes alive and really keeping us in the game. That's what you expect from your best players. But the guy who I think has been playing at the highest level on the defense and really the most consistent, look no further than Jordan Davis. Yeah, Matthew Stafford is not a burner, but being as big as he is, hawking him down, making that stop and leading to this big fourth down stop. I mean, every week we're getting a 4th and 1 stop, and best believe Jordan Davis is at the center of that. And obviously the biggest play of the game, another blocked field goal and a scoop and score by a guy who was over 330 pounds, running almost 20 miles per hour. I mean, Jordan Davis, I know there's been a lot of doubt when it comes to you being such a high pick, especially given the fact people love to bring up Kyle Hamilton being selected right afterward. And if we're going to be real, he has not been what a lot of us probably thought he would be going into his career. But I'll be damned if I didn't stand up for him and really give him his flowers, give him the first 3 weeks of this season, how he's performed and how he ended this game. This guy is on a phenomenal trajectory when it comes to what he could be. And ultimately, he's playing his best ball when we absolutely need him because, again, Jalen Carter's not in shape right now, and he's actually probably hurt. But the fact that it's crazy to say that Jalen Carter needs to match the intensity, the consistency, and the play of Jordan Davis, I think that is champagne problems right there. It could be a lot worse to where we could be asking for what we always ask for, which is Jordan Davis to match Jalen Carter, but it's the other way around. And I know when that happens, this defense is going to be 10 times better, and ultimately, our sole liability in cornerback 2 is going to probably be an afterthought. And as I said, when it comes to this comeback, obviously the defense had to put a stamp on this game. I mean, early in the third quarter is when they scored their last points when it comes to the Rams. That's off the heels of a turnover where they was already in field goal range. But the offense being led by none other than Jalen Hurts is never really in question. What has been in question has been the play calling all along. If it has not been made clear by me or others like me, it should be abundantly clear after this game. Because when after our first turnover by Zach Bond, I mean, a simple QB keeper design run by Jalen Hurts with good blocking, it leads to like an easy 20-yard pickup. And from there, it's pretty much set in stone. Because I said it earlier, we're 8 for 8 in the red zone. And when you have the most hated, a play that they want to ban, and the most unstoppable play in all of football, in the brotherly shove, aka the tush push, putting points on the board is not hard at all. But clearly what has been the challenge is being able to get in the red zone. When you have 6 back-to-back drives where it's 3 and out or less, that is abysmal. That is embarrassing. We at home embarrassing ourselves in front of the hoes. What are we doing? And when I say we, I'm talking about Kevin Patullo. Because when our back's up against the wall, we're down 26-7, 19 points. Now we decide to open up the playbook. This seam route and touchdown by Dallas Goedert, I've never seen an easier pass and catch touchdown all season. And really, this is the first passing touchdown of the entirety of the season. Dallas Goedert with 2 targets, 33 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, this was clockwork. And the fact that we had to be down for this to happen, again, is just coaching malpractice. There's no way around that. You got guys as good as Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, finally getting targets, 9 targets, 8 catches, 60 yards, and a touchdown, understanding that he is the guy who should be in the slot for the most part, if not entirety, of his snaps, putting him in favorable positions to find a weak spot in the zone. These things are not hard. I understand. When you play Madden for a long time, this shit seems easy to you. It seems easy to me as a fan watching. But I would be remiss to say that there's a lot of offensive coordinators that can scheme up this offense. This simple speed out route, it had to be 4th down for us to find this play. Had to dig through the crates for that. It had to be 4th and goal. To me, that is what the most frustrating part about this team is, because not only what we've seen in previous years and ultimately what we saw at the end of this game, towards the end of this game, it's like we have to be down by 19 for us to remember, oh yeah, we have a passing offense. Oh yeah, we can scheme our guys open. Oh yeah, we have fucking AJ Brown who cannot be guarded one-on-one. Like, he's not a route technician. We understand that. We accept that, because that's Smitty's game. But when it comes to one-on-one coverage and understanding how to put a guy in a favorable spot to dictate coverage and see that's going to be clearly one-on-one, this shit ain't hard. He said it. AJ said his own mouth. He couldn't even find the ball. It was blinded by the light or the sun, I guess. But when you're that strong, that fast, your hands are that good, it don't matter if you can't see the ball. You're going to catch the ball more times than not. 10 targets, 6 catches, 109 yards and a touchdown. I mean, when it came to Hurts, what he did in the second half, passing over 200 yards in the second half alone, 3 passing touchdowns, a passer rating of, on third down, a passer rating of 131, 7 of 10, 92 yards, a QBR of 117 for the entirety of the game. Passer rating of 117, QBR of 66. When I say and I mean our defensive coordinator is a terrorist, he's working against us, he's a double agent, whatever you want to call it, these are the reasons why. Because it takes for us to be down by 19 and the game slipping away from us at home, for us to play a balanced attack, for us to be aggressive, for us to give the ball and put the ball in the hands of our best offensive pass catcher. These things get you fired. I don't know if Kevin Patullo has plans in terms of like collecting unemployment or what his intentions are when it comes to this offense, but it does not look like he wants to play a balanced attack. That doesn't look like he wants to be aggressive. If that's the case, he's doing a horrible job. And clearly he's learning on the job in real time, and he has not learned a lot at this point. That is abundantly clear. And yes, we should be patient because clearly the capability to call the right plays is there. I just hate the fact that it took for us to be down by 19, for that to even happen. That to me is a red flag if I've ever seen one. But I'll say all that to say this. When you have a team that is led by great leaders, be it Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Lane Johnson, Saquon Barkley not even having a great start to his, this year and still being locked in, still cheering on his teammates. When you have that kind of leadership, coming back from 19 early on in the third quarter is absolutely in the cards. Is it advised? Is it desired? Absolutely not. But when it came to me watching this game, I knew we just got to get a stop. We got to get points on the board. There's still a lot of time in this game. And ultimately, we're in these dudes' heads in LA. They can't see us. They're not on our level. So it doesn't matter if it's us playing them in SoFi in the regular season last season, or us playing them in the snow in our crib, or even fast forward to this season, being down by 19 at home. These dudes high-fiving on the sideline when it comes to the Rams. Did you see Jared Verse in his chain, the number 8? Jalen Carter was wearing that shit because we took their chain. It was never like that, and we proved that on that field. Was it a uphill battle, and it shouldn't have been? Absolutely. Therein lies my grievances and my issues. Because obviously the talent is there. The leadership is there. It's about understanding how to call the plays and when to call them. Yeah, we should run the ball with Saquon. He should get 18 to 20 carries. Should the first 15 carries be in the first quarter? Fuck no. What are we doing? Why are we working against ourselves is beyond me. But the fact that we sit here after coming back from 19 and being 3-0 against a team that everybody essentially picked, they're Super Bowl contenders, and here we are 3-0 against them, that is why I talk my shit. That's why this podcast will forever remain the Talk My Shit Again podcast. And I'll still be your humbly hostile host, CASSIUS. I'll be seeing y'all very soon. We out to the next one. Peace.